How daunting is it to take on the material knowing how sacred it is to the legions of Lord of the Rings fans out there? What is the thing that has been most nerve-wracking about tackling?
I mean, all of it, but you know, people do sort of ask us about this, and the honest to God truth is, you know, there's no one who can put more pressure on us than ourselves. There's no one who can put more pressure! It's sort of nice to take a moment and actually like celebrate it here with you all. Thank you.
There are characters played by actors who will be out here in just a moment who are not canonical to Tolkien. What guidance did you take for those characters' creations?
One, always back to Tolkien, and two, when Tolkien was silent, we tried to invent in as Tolkienian a way as possible.
Go back to the book, go back to the book, go back to the book. Go back to the book, go back to the book, go back to the book. Go back to the book, go back to the book, go back to the book.
You are fake news.
Sophia, you have the honor of playing the first ever female dwarf depicted on screen.
Wrong.
I certainly do, thank you so much.
Wrong.
Tell me a little bit about Disa, which is a name from the Legendarium.
It is.
Wrong.
Disa, the first female dwarf that we have ever seen on any screen.
Wrong.
The first female dwarf that we have ever seen in the works of Tolkien.
Wrong.
That is the power of a female dwarf.
Sophia, you have the honor of playing the first ever female dwarf depicted on screen.
We have come to my favorite part of any interview, and that is when we get to talk about The Lord of the Rings. I understand you're a fan, and you know I love it.
I'm not as big a fan as you. No one is.
Who knows?
So,
maybe people make too much of it. Tell me about your fandom.
No, I'm not. I've seen you talk about it. You know more.
Okay.
For example, I know there is a book called The Silmarillion, and you know everything that's inside of it.
Even I don't know everything inside the Silmarillion. It is pretty dense, but I do love it. I do love it.
You must have been into Lord of the Rings.
Yes, yes, I was. I will just say this to you, Conan. Ellen Silla Lumen Omentielvo. Or don't you speak Quenya? No one speaks High Elvish in this room? These are not my people. I said a star shines on the hour of our meeting, Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really going to be super exciting. I mean,
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they don't fuck it up. Because you know what we won't do? Forgive them.
Galadriel is an incredibly iconic character, extraordinarily powerful. We see you in fight sequences, we see you on horseback, in a giant water tank. What's it like to step into her armor, shall we say? What's it like to step into her armor, shall we say?
Beyond my wildest dreams.
Go back to the book, go back to the book, go back to the book. It sure felt like that's what Tolkien was saying too, so that's what we did.
Nazanin, you play a Southlander named Bronwyn.
I play the mother of a very somewhat rebellious teenage son in a forbidden romance with an elf. And what I love about the writers on this show is that they have given every woman on the show, every female character, such agency. We don't serve the men around us. We have a storyline in our own right. And for Bronwyn, she is a healer, but she also taps into her inner lioness. And I, as an activist, as a long-time human rights activist for my homeland, Iran, tapped into what I believe women are doing for my homeland in playing this character, in sort of liberating and redeeming the Southlanders who, back, you know, in her ancestors' days, chose evil over good.
With such a wide range of inclusivity in your characters, will there be any with physical disabilities as a proving point for that shows can include more actors with disabilities?
Yes, there will, and yes, there are.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
This means so much to us. Getting this right means so much to us. We've been the fans who've been disappointed, maybe many times over. And, you know, we didn't want to disappoint you guys, and hopefully lots of other people. And you know, that's a hard thing to live with and constantly feel like, oh my God, is it good enough? It's not good enough. It needs to be better. It needs to be better. It needs to be better. And that's what we've lived for 4.5 years.
There are these signposts on the way that Tolkien has written, but he hasn't actually fleshed out these characters.
What I would love is for everybody to come on the journey where those two worlds collide and where we don't change anything, but we interpret everything in this incredible, unique way. It means absolutely everything. It is everything. It is everything for people of colour. It is everything to progress forward in the film and television industry, to be doing something of this scale and to be positioned, you know, as Princess Disa, as a woman of colour, as a mother, is exactly what our industry and what this incredible piece of television needs. Everyone was cast because they were the absolute best person for the role, and to be part of a redress of balance within this world is an honour.
But it's really going to be super exciting. I mean,
wait, really? You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't fuck it up.
Have you not been paying attention?
Because you know what we won't do? Forgive them.
Then why were you so soft at Comic-Con?
Will you commit right now to giving Mr. Colbert a role at least?
The answer is yes.
Steve, do you have a pen? Sign here.
Lindsay, can you get working on the deal? I'm sure we can.
I'll call his people. Stephen, we're gonna hold you to that though. That's
you guys,
the check is in the mail.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.